Hi, I'm Greg LeBlanc, and I'm here with Tim Swanson, who is the founder and the director of research of Post Oak Labs. Welcome, Tim.
Great to be here, Greg. Thanks.
So I think when Bitcoin project first started, a lot of people thought that this is something which is going to completely disrupt the financial system, and it's going to allow us to bypass central banks, bypass financial institutions, do everything kind of peer-to-peer, grassroots, cypherpunk. And yet, I think now most of the discussion is around how these existing institutions can leverage this technology. How do you see it playing out in terms of sustainable use of this technology, particularly in the payment space within the financial institutions?
Sure. I think cryptocurrencies will coexist with whatever institutions eventually use or adopt. Whether it's a blockchain or not, I certainly could only speculate. With cryptocurrencies, though, like specifically like Bitcoin, I mean, the biggest quote-unquote use has been speculation, and second to that is things that are illicit that you couldn't do with a traditional payment system that requires KYC. So again, I hate to be the guy that points out that, for example, ransomware was a $2 billion business last year. I'm sure it's even larger once we find out statistics this year because of things like cryptojacking. So you can't really do that with traditional payments because they'll just cut off your account. And so things that need censorship resistance will gravitate towards those types of systems, and if you don't, then you will gravitate towards systems that are censored. So I can only guess about what institutions will do in terms of infrastructure, but in terms of coins, they'll probably just run trading desks and speculate on anything like they usually do.
Right. So you think that the biggest use case of Bitcoin is criminal activity?
Second biggest. I think by and large, if you look at on-chain activity, and again, I'm an advisor to a company that does analytics for banks and compliance teams and stuff like that. The largest activity seems to be arbitrage between exchanges. So people buying on one exchange, moving it to another that has a cheaper or higher price depending on what they're trying to do, and then selling or buying on those exchanges. The second one, depending on how you argue about it, I mean, miners pay out rewards, so that's also on-chain activity. But ransomware is very large. That comes in different shapes and sizes. I mentioned cryptojacking. That's basically taking over the CPU cycles on your computer and monetizing that, but socializing the losses onto other people. So it's like privatizing their own gains and then socializing the environmental effects or negative externalities onto other people.